Hello and welcome to the Pro Forma Models Personal Net Worth Financial Statement Model Walkthrough. We created his model to prepare, forecast, and analyze personal net worth over a time horizon up to 10 years. The model has the ability to model liquid assets, investments, personal property, current liabilities, and long-term liabilities to forecast personal net worth for up to 10 years. The README tab states the model purpose, highlights common use cases, and provides an overview of functionality, formatting, and all of the unique modules within the model. This tab also provides additional documentation, contact information, and a summary of additional products and services available from Pro Forma Models to support your analysis needs. The accounting equation implies that assets are equal to liabilities plus equity. The accounting equation can be reconfigured to imply that equity is equal to assets minus liabilities. Our goal in calculating personal net worth is to determine the value of an individual's equity. We will start by organizing assets, beginning with liquid assets, such as cash and cash equivalents. The model is organized as the opening balance of the line item today, the anticipated annual contribution to the account, as well as the annual return anticipated for the line item. Liquid assets are followed by investment assets. Examples of investment assets include your principal residence home, any other real estate property, businesses you own, as well as any investment securities, such as stocks, bonds, and private equity. Additional line items at the bottom of the list are formatted as input cells, allowing users to quickly and easily add any applicable line items that are not already available in the pre-built model. As a reminder, all asset accounts function the same with inputs for the opening balance, expected annual contribution to the account, and annual anticipated return. All sections include a consolidating line that summarizes the opening balance, annual expected contribution, and anticipated annual return, as well as the forecasted total account balance by year. The final asset section is for personal property. Examples of personal property include vehicles, furniture, collectibles, and jewelry. Additional line items are formatted as inputs, providing space for any items specific to your use case. A consolidating total asset line concludes the asset section. The consolidating total asset line is the sum of liquid assets, investment assets, and personal property. The consolidating line summarizes the total opening asset balance, total anticipated annual contribution to asset accounts, as well as the weighted average annual return across all asset accounts. Now that all assets are entered, we can move to the other side of the equation, which is liabilities. Current liabilities are input first. Examples of current liabilities include household debt, medical debt, credit card debt, and taxes owed. The liabilities section has standardized inputs that consist of the opening balance as of the analysis period for the liability line item and the annual contribution. Amounts entered as a negative value in the annual contribution column reflect a reduction to the liability, such as paying down debt, while a positive number entered into the annual contribution column reflects an increase to the liability, such as up-financing debt. Following current liabilities, long-term liabilities are entered, which is the final input section in the pro forma model. Examples of long-term debt include mortgages, vehicle loans, and education loans. As a reminder, amounts entered as a negative value in the annual contribution column reflect a reduction to the liability, such as paying down debt, while a positive number entered into the annual contribution column reflects an increase to the liability, such as up-financing debt. A consolidating total liabilities line concludes the liabilities section. The consolidating total liabilities line is the sum of the current and long-term liabilities. The consolidating line summarizes the total opening liabilities balance and total anticipated annual contribution to liability accounts. The equity line, also known as the net worth in this situation, is equal to assets minus liabilities. The equity line calculates the individual's net worth today as well as their annual net worth based on the annual return and account contributions. The Output tab consolidates all of the pro forma inputs and formulas into an easy-to-interpret decision-driving report that is pre-formatted to be printed or saved as a PDF to share with clients. The first section of the output provides a summarized annual personal net worth statement by broad line item categories, including built-in sparklines to quickly visualize individual line item trends. The output report concludes with a dual y-axis visualization of the individual's personal net worth. Assets and liabilities are plotted on the left y-axis as bar charts showing the spread between assets and liabilities by year. Equity, referred to as net worth in this situation, is plotted on the right y-axis as a line chart showing an annual growth trend line. Whether you are calculating your personal net worth for general interest, lender compliance, or completing the analysis for a client, the Pro Forma Model's personal net worth statement is a useful tool for organizing the calculation in a professional and organized method. Thank you for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed this Pro Forma Models walkthrough and encourage you to visit our website to try the model for yourself.